Welcome back to Digits here at WSJ Live. I'm Simon Constable. We just got this in from John Petkowski. If you ordered an iPod Touch, it is in the mail, according to him. If you're among the first to pre-order Apple's new iPod Touch or iPod Nano, there's a good chance the device will arrive soon on your doorstep. So be happy about that. You can check out more details on all things digital. John Petkowski reporting on that. Well, if you queued up, if you lined up for an iPhone 5, you are an idiot, according to Charles Passy, and he's on the set with me now. I didn't, so obviously I'm not an idiot. Tell me, why are you on the calling name front?
Because as most of the Apple fanboys know, you didn't have to line up for it. You could have pre-ordered it. You could actually, dare I say it, just wait a little bit and it'll eventually will be around in stores. You don't have to have this panic. The story we looked at was really about this phenomenon of waiting in line, which you see with all sorts of things. I mean, you saw it with people waiting in line for Harry Potter books, and now you see it with Apple products. We'll see it again with Black Friday sales. And the idea is that the line seems to have become a cultural phenomenon unto itself. And it really has very little to do with actually getting the product.
We're looking at the idiots there. I guess that maybe he's with the Apple company and so. But I mean, people seem to like that communal feeling, don't they? I don't know quite why.
Social scientists have a name for it. They call it social proof. In other words, if I'm surrounded by lots of people who want this particular product, who are fans of this particular company, it reinforces the idea that I'm doing a good thing, that I'm somehow, this is a good choice to make, this is a good product to buy, and the fact that I've spent 12 hours waiting for it isn't a bad idea.
And some people, actually, it wasn't 12 hours, it was 4 days. I mean, so it's funny. So when I was growing up, we used to see pictures of people in Moscow and what was then Leningrad lining up for various things, and that was considered to be, oh, that's why that system doesn't work.
Right, exactly.
And now we've got it, and we're hearing that this system does work.
It is one researcher I talked to said it is an absolute consumer paradox that we have turned what should be a negative thing. Think about waiting online at the DMV into a positive. It makes no sense, but it makes sense because it obviously makes people happy. But this isn't about the product. It's actually about the communal experience.
So what would you say to people to get them off this communal experience?
I would say they should do the rational thing, which is just wait for the product to arrive at a time where they don't have to stand in line, or in the case of Apple, even though there was a little bit of confusion about it, just order it online and it will eventually come to you. There is no reason to do this unless you enjoy being around people. Samsung has made a whole spoof of this with their commercials, sort of poking fun of the fanboys sitting out there online.
I guess some would say you're no fun because you don't want people to queue up. There is something else that's going on here. Apple, when it makes its products, it has a price for them and it doesn't discount. It basically, and what we know is like cars. When new cars come out, they come out at list price, and then throughout the year they go down, and you never see queues up at a dealer. I mean, is that part of the issue here? If they were to have like a high price and make these $1,000 instead of $600, and then just decline it through the year until the new model was out, would that solve the lining up problem?
That would. I think that would probably solve some of the problem. But again, with Apple, I mean, I think you also have the added element, I'm the first to hold it. You know, somebody said, look at how people come out of the stores waving the product. So I think with Apple, you're going to have that pretty much no matter what. I think there are some people that are going to be very price sensitive that might say, I'll wait around until it comes down in price. I'll wait around until the models roll out a little further or whatever and they start to discount. But I think with a lot of the Apple, again, the fanboys, it's all about getting the product first and joining their fellow fanboys online.
Well, my economics professor would say they'd price this wrong if there were any queues, but we'll have to live with that. Thank you very much. Charles Passy. You can read more on that on MarketWatch.com and on smartmoney.com.